Hello there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with a very interesting coin called the 3p coin, otherwise known as the threepence coin. This here is a 1940 silver coin. Now this here is a demonetized coin, I should often mention, as it was part of the pre-decimalized system in the UK, meaning this here used to carry the value of 1/80th of a pound or a quarter of a shilling. So, without further ado, let's go off and just give a few statistics to the coin, shall we? This coin here is a 0.5 silver coin, meaning it's 50% silver. It has a weight of 1.41 grams, a diameter of 16 millimeters, and a thickness of 0.95 millimeters. The coin is in the medal alignment as well, mind you. Right, with that out of the way, let's go off and hop into and talk about the reverse of the coin here. So we'll go off and begin as we usually do with the lettering. Across the top, we have the lettering FID, DEF, IND, IMP. Now, what does this mean? Now, this here is actually Latin, and the full text should go off and read something like this. Fide Defensor India Imperator, which translated to English will mean Faith Defender, Emperor of India. Now, the Indian Emperor part was removed in later coinage, that is from 1948 onwards, I believe, as India did gain independence by then. And obviously the emperorship of India no longer belonged to the English monarchy. But let's go and continue talking about the coin here. So you can see on the left and right of the main design, we have the date, 1940 as it says on my coin, and across the bottom we have the value, 3p. Once again, this would have been pronounced this here would have been pronounced threepence by most people at the time, according to my grandma. But let's go off and now talk about the main design here. So what we have in the centre is an interesting combination of the Tudor rose, which as you can see is the background part there. And in the centre we have the shield with the St. George's cross design on it. It's quite an interesting combination, I believe, as I don't think I've seen that before, but it's just a very beautiful design, really, with the St. George's cross over the Tudor rose. The Tudors being a English monarchical heritage line, I suppose you could say, a bloodline. Right, let's go off and flip this coin over and look at its obverse. Should also go off and mention, though, as I do flip this over, there are some dentricles there on the edge, and that just leads to a smooth edge there. And once again, in the middle alignment, we have the portrait of King George VI. So, this portrait here has the lettering around it of Georgievs 6 DGBR OMN Rex. Now, this here is Latin once again, and in full should go off and read something along the lines of Georgievs 6 De Gratia or Gratia Britarium Hominum Rex. I'm not very good with Latin, I'm sorry. And translated to English, that letter would mean George VI, by the grace of God, King of Britons. It's genuinely just the legend that you see on every British coin that you see nowadays as well. But, yeah. So the portrait here of King George is an uncrowned portrait of him, just facing left. And that's about it, really, for that. But let's go off and get into some of the interesting parts here, some details I skipped on both the obverse and reverse. So we'll go off and begin with the obverse whilst we're here. We can see under King George's neck, just here, we can see the letters H and P. This here is the engraver mark for Thomas Humphrey Paget, someone who I have previously mentioned on the channel, and I'm not sure which video that was in, however I do recall mentioning him before. And then, if you flip it over, back onto the reverse of the coin here, we can see, just there, under the Tudor rose, and just above the E and P, we can see the letters K and G. KG being the engraver mark of George Kruger Gray. George Kruger Gray being the engraver of this side of the coin, and also the engraver of quite a few coins we've previously covered on the channel, including the South Rhodesian coin, link probably on screen now. But, yeah. Those are the two engraver marks on this coin, as there's one for the obverse for the bust, and one on the reverse for the just the reverse design, really. But now you guys are probably wondering, how much is this coin worth? Now, there is obviously the metal value to it, which is around 50 pence as of current, as the silver melt price is quite high, to be honest. And then we have the value of the coin. The coin is worth around £1.50 as long as it's in a decent condition. The coin being worth around £1.50 is worth about $2.25 in American, with the melt value being around about 75 cents in American. But yeah, that's about it really for this coin. It's a very small coin, so it's a bit hard to go off and capture on camera, so I'm a bit interested to see how this video turns out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do go off and subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and do leave a comment and all. Alright everybody, thank you guys so much, and have a good night. Ta-ta!